Well, I mean, it's a heck of a win for, again, this group has shown great character and being in tough spots and being able to finish games. And, just like I talked to them the other day, Saturday, when we were up big against State, I said, I don't think we're going to win by 20, fellas. There's a run coming, and we fought it off and thought we were pretty poised, especially those offensive possessions after the timeout. And then our defense, we were able to get the first miss. We couldn't get our hands on the ball a couple times. But 10-3 in the league, and we do it without Nate, and it's a neat group of guys that kind of believe.
Because you've been in so many of these situations, nothing phases.
Nothing.
It seems like, okay, 12-2 run, let's just run off 8 in a row.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. It's deja vu in that timeout in the second half, because it's probably the 5th or 6th time where I've called a timeout. There's no strategy. It's like, all right, fellas, come on now. We've been here before, and they kind of come out and lock in, and they get better defensively, and they believe. I think they believe it's their time, which the psychology of it is a big, big part of it.
Mike, basically only a 6-man rotation for the most part, and yet you end up winning by 1 on the glass, and you have the key stand there late. Is there an element of toughness to this team that you haven't seen maybe in recent years?
No, I think this group's, I think they're physically tough. They're pretty mentally tough too. And Paul was fabulous. He has to go 37 minutes tonight. Second half, I just thought we'll use a timeout if we really need to rest him. I didn't think he'd come out. I thought Cormac and Trey were fabulous. Again, 2 games in a row. They were just great and just part of it and helping us flow. And then, number 3 is number 3. He can shoot 2 air balls in the first half, and then he can put the dagger in you when it's time and lead. And it's really Prentice. Prentice makes us believe. He does make it how he talks to guys when it gets to be anxious like it was. He's got a way about him that I think other guys feed off of.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. That shot he hit, I think, put you up 62-55. He hadn't had a big offensive game. But his fearlessness, how much does that maybe rub off on the rest of the team?
No, he's great. I think it was the second exhibition game. Coach Solomon goes, it must have been getting a little weird in the second half. He goes, now I see why he played Hub 38 minutes. And I said, yeah, he's a little hard to take out, even though, with Blake, it's helped. And it's helped take a little pressure off him. But he's the guy who, he stirs the drink and leads and is chasing all this stuff. He's been fabulous.
I know you got 7 games left, and there's so much. But don't you have to at least recognize the fact that you're in first place?
Yeah, no. I told our guys, no, it's awesome. And I told them, I said, look, fellas, take it in stride, man. I said, when we were 3-1, you guys, we started talking about the regular season championship. So, let's kind of believe that this is part of this is fate. This is our destiny. This is our time. But to be in first place, you look at those standings later tonight. That's really cool, especially on February 10th. So really proud of the group. I've had groups that, you have groups. I told them through the years, actually the guy coaching Louisville was on one of my first that had a little way about him. And when you're the coach and you can ride that and they have ownership and they believe, it's really cool to be around. And my motto is, don't screw them up, coach. Don't screw them up. Don't overcoach them.
You guys wind Atkinson up and let him go now?
He's rolling, isn't he?
In the last 5 minutes.
God, he's rolling. He's playing great. He's. I think I didn't tell you guys yesterday, but I think Ryan Humphrey's mentorship was a key. Has been a key of challenging him, especially from the Georgia Tech game on. Remember, we benched him because we thought, hey, man, we need a little more out of you. And he's reacted great. But I think Hump has always kind of, sometimes loud, sometimes quiet, been after him like Paulo. This is a different level of bodies flying around. And I think he's really improved defensively and helping us. But tonight, man, he had to do it all, with that Nate not back there to help him rebound. And I think he's he's really adjusted. He got his body together. He's got good weight. He's got good strength now. I also think what helps him, his academic schedule this semester is not as grinding as it was in this master's program in the summer and the fall. I was going to ask him that today. I may ask him tomorrow. I think there's a little bit of, all right, I got this. I'm in the home stretch of getting my master's degree, where summer and fall at times he was like, God, this is coming at me.
What were you looking for from those 6 to compensate for the Chesky gap?
Yeah, my whole theme with him was, fellas, we just played 35 minutes without Nate and won. So it's not like foreign territory here. Cormac, you started the second half in Raleigh, so you're starting. Here we go. The only thing we did different was get Matt Zona in a white shirt a little bit yesterday. And our guys really trust him. Again, we only used him a little bit, but he was fine. But those it's funny how things happen. Wirtz and Ryan are coming off the bench. Everybody wants to start. And everybody, when you're in the 6th and 7th man role, everybody wants to play more, right? Then maybe the guy's starting. Well, now with Nate down, they get to play more. And darn if I'm going to mess them up with Matt Zona. And no disrespect, like those guys have to play. And I thought they were great, and they're in their roles, and it's almost a little bit of they're getting to do a little bit more than the roles we ask them to do when Nate's there, and they deserve it because they have said, "I got it. I'm 7th man. Let's go." So, and I think it's helped them get confident. Maybe when we get Nate back, you've heard me say after the Louisville game there, I thought we had all 7 playing well. Can we get to that point as we get closer to March where 7 are really playing well and really feel how we play?
What do you think about the possibility of Chesky playing Saturday night?
I think it's a long shot. I think he's still a little tender. We're going to have to prepare like he's not going to be able to go. He did a little more today, but cutting and jumping and exploding off that, I'm not sure he's ready for Saturday. I feel very good about a week from tonight against BC. So this will be game 3, and we'll get Zona mentally ready, and those 6 guys, get them rested and ready to go.
Put Cormac in to start. What kind of tone did he set where before the first time out he's already got a defensive rebound, a couple assists, he guarded the team pretty hard?
I really think the game, he's always defended and rebounded, and he works so hard defensively. Again, there were some possessions tonight where guys try to get by him. You can't get by him. And I think the game has slowed down for him offensively. I don't think he's played as fast. He's seen it better. Again, I think the structure of what we're doing offensively have helped them, and he's really coming around with a good tempo on offense. And I think he's going to make a lot of – I know he's had some great looks he hadn't made. He's going to make those. That's coming next.
With what you guys have done on the road, how can that supersede going on the road as the first place team?
Yeah.
You're confident when you step away from here and can go get wins in places you haven't won.
Yeah, and it's almost like, I think this group really, they love playing on the road. I mean, they kind of feel it. They like quieting crowds. There's a little bit of a, cockiness about them on the road where they just love doing it. So, again, there's no deep strategy. It's get those legs rested. We got 6 guys need some rest tomorrow. We'll stretch them out, and we'll practice for 15 minutes on Friday, and we'll get on the plane. Thank you, guys.